Take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
This world is not what you think it is. This world is not what you think it is.
I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see.
Take a gas, vacuum of equal volume, and we're going to remove the barrier. You know what's going to happen spontaneously, right? The gas is going to fill the available volume.
Is the expansion of a gas into a vacuum. I have in one of these bulbs some bromine, and in the other I have a vacuum. And if I open the tap between these two, you will see spontaneously the bromine rush from one to the other. Now that is the simplest change we can have, perhaps, because all that happens is a change in entropy. In this case, the expansion into a vacuum, nothing else is involved. There's no energy change, there's no temperature change, there's no change except entropy.
At last. Welcome, Neil. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with you. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about? It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. You have to see it for yourself. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If the sky was a vacuum, that would be an availability of volume for the gas we breathe to fill. And fill it must. That's what gas does. It expands in all directions. So the gas we're breathing, which is at pressure, would fill the sky vacuum. Now their response is often to say, well, we have a gas pressure gradient, which is merely a delta of the original question and assertion when you've got a sky vacuum belief. How can you have gas pressure in the first instance without a container? And they would say, well, a delta of gas pressure gradient is something we experience. It's like, well, how did you achieve the gas pressure in the first place without containment? And the answer is you can't. It stands directly in violation of several natural laws. Without the container, there can be no pressure. Therefore, if the sky was a vacuum, as asserted in the heliocentric rhetoric, then the gas we breathe would fill the space. Outer space, claimed to be a vacuum, is fake. Therefore, any claims from that claim to be sky vacuum are automatically fake, including but not limited to pictures of Earth from space. The region is fake, second law of thermodynamics violation. Therefore, the pictures claimed to have come from the fake region are also fake. Orbits in a sky vacuum, which is also a begging the question fallacy, which I won't detail now, is claimed to take place in a fake place called space, therefore automatically fake. Same goes for satellites, all debunked by the second law of thermodynamics and several other laws of nature, descriptions of how things occur always. Standard gas law, Boyle's law, Avogadro's law, these are all violated by the assertion that we have a sky vacuum. We don't. And any stage performance that comes from that region is also fake, including the ISS, taking place on a stage, on Earth, on high wire, not in a second law of thermodynamics violation sky vacuum.
What is truth? I've been trying to answer this question for quite some time. I often find that truth is a sort of currency. Those with power who know the truth use that truth to gain more power. They hide the truth from the masses, and they hoard the world's reality. They hide the truth from the masses, and they feed them beautifully disguised deceptions that they can access at the tip of their fingers. There's a war for the truth, and the people are under a constant assault, a never-ending barrage of misinformed bullets in the form of political analysts, late-night talk show hosts, socially active celebrities, and sexy TV anchors in miniskirts. They drug you with pornography, social media, video games, and endless streams of mindless entertainment. You're poisoned. You're poisoned by chemicals they put in your food, water, medicine, and the very air that you breathe. The truth eludes most because most aren't searching for it. And why should they? After the first few years of existence, we're already told what our world is, what it looks like, how it was made, and how it works. And why ask who we are? We're told that we're all evolved monkeys on a spinning ball, hurtling through infinite space at hundreds of thousands of miles per hour. Nothing more than a speck on a grain of sand in a constantly expanding universe that was born out of a cosmic explosion of nothing. And why believe in God? They claim to be men of God, sure, using his name to endear themselves, but a giant cosmic fart is what they tell you your God is. But there's a glitch in their finely tuned indoctrination. A small percentage who reject the programming. They are haunted day and night by a voice within compelling them to look beyond the world that they see, that pleads with them to take a second look. This is when a choice is made. The choice to silence that voice by burying it with doubt and fear, or the choice to explode out of yourself and declare your first 3 words of truth. I know nothing. These 3 words are the hammer that will shatter the walls of your prison of illusions. Because in the realization that you know nothing, you are now ready to know something. And see, now your search begins. You must search, because truth won't fall on your lap. But once you seek it, you will find it. And upon your first glimpse into the eyes of truth, you'll learn what all others have, that the truth is terrifying. Things that you could have never imagined to be possible are now reality. You've peeled the first layer of a dreadful onion. And what you thought would bring you satisfaction has only brought you horror instead. But even though it stinks and it makes you want to cry, you're compelled to peel the next layer, and then the next, and then the next. You'll find no peace, because with every layer, you'll find the next is all the more maniacal than the last. But you keep peeling, because your hunger for the truth is stronger than the pain of finding it. And there's a burden. And there's a burden to bear when you carry the truth. You have to step outside the door every day into the false world that you once belonged to. Every store, every bank, every school, police station, library, and every other person is just a gear in that great evil machine designed to keep you a slave. This machine mocks you because even though the truth may have set your mind free, your person is still a slave. Your person is still a social security number, a taxpayer. You're still subject to the same corrupt laws, constant surveillance. You're still only one order away from them kicking in your front door. Yes, this truth has a burden, but some are lucky. But most can't tell their friends, their family, their spouses, their peers, any of this truth. Out of fear and ignorance, you keep silent. Or you'll be ridiculed, called insane. You could lose your job or shame your family. So you keep silent. And you stay silent. And you stay silent. But your weakness keeps you silent. Your weariness keeps you silent. But a few refuse to be silent. A few storm out into the cold, they point their finger into the machine, and then they call it a liar. Right to its filthy face, a liar. And then they ring that bell. They roar, and they ring that bell so that those that will hear it can break their chains. They ring that bell so those that can hear it can break their illusions. They ring that bell so that those that can hear it can break the matrix for all.
I definitely haven't mastered it. I'll give you a trial and I'll show you just how bad it is. Practice makes perfect. Give me another week.
Some of you may be familiar with the old experiment about the hammer and the feather. Well, in this case, our feather will be played here by this four of spades. And you may expect everything up here in microgravity to float, because most everything does float. However, sometimes something a little different happens. Sometimes you just might find a little pocket of gravity.
And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? Mr. Galileo was correct in his findings.
Everyone knows all about my direction, and in my heart somewhere I wanna go there, still I don't go there. Everybody says say something, say something, say something, say something, say something, say something. I don't wanna get caught up in the rhythm of it, but I can't help myself. No, I can't help myself. No, no. Caught up in the middle of it. No, I can't help myself. No, I can't help myself. No, no, no. Caught up in the rhythm of it. Maybe I'm looking for something I can't have. Maybe I'm looking for something I can't have.
The outside shots they do are in pools. They're actually underwater, and this is confirmed by the fact that there's bubbles rising in the pool in a lot of their shots. And people on YouTube have dissected a lot of the ISS and other supposed space footage and all the space bubbles that are coming out of their helmets. Some people are even wearing scuba gear. They found that as well. So that they fake these zero-G illusions by being in water, by being in zero-G planes, and by being in harnesses in front of a green screen. And that makes us think that it's possible that out there in space you could just be kind of floating around like they show us in the movies. But as far as we'll ever know, as far as you or I would ever know, we go as high as we can in a plane or a balloon or a rocket, and we come right back down. It's all science fiction, science fiction, science fiction.
Dave Williams about to move out of the Quest airlock. Those particles that you see emanating from the airlock is said by the EVA officer Paul Baim in Mission Control to be particles of water from the crew's sublimators on their spacesuits. The suits are in good shape, according to the spacewalk officers here in Mission Control.
Stay with the airlock right now, and I'll get in config to the wave feathers all hooked up, the safety feathers, I should think.
Dave Williams beginning the third spacewalk of his career.
And it's not okay to think that the Earth is flat. This is not a viable argument. I have friends who have been on the International Space Station. They have orbited the Earth once every 90 minutes. You know, I have had personal experience with people that have been up in space and can see with their own eyes that the Earth is round. And of course, we've taken all these amazing pictures from space.
Freemason.
This is not a viable argument. It's difficult to know where to start.
You know, what they're selling is this. You came from nothing. You are nothing.
Because there are proofs all around you. It is not difficult to know that the Earth is round. In fact, people have known this for way more than 2,000 years. The ancient Greeks actually had a number of really elegant, wonderful proofs that the Earth was a sphere.
Disinformation campaigns.
But I will tell you,
all across the flat Earth.
Over the horizon that's curved.
In fact, all independent research of sending balloon satellites up into the sky show what? Flat horizon.
So we're the one thing that is different? You know, and that actually made somebody who was more interested in actually hearing information, that actually got them to think. They're like, you're right. You know, everything else we take a picture of is a sphere.
Now, sink into the floor. Wait. Sink.
All our space information since 1958, that's when NASA was formed in 1958, all our and it was formed by Nazis. Wernher von Braun, the director of all 6 fake moon missions, was one of Hitler's right-hand men. He was a fucking rocket scientist for Hitler, who was evil as fuck. He directed 6 moon missions, masters of propaganda. And when he died, he was like, he was on some deathbed confessional type shit. He told his assistant, he said, on his deathbed, according to her, he said, the fake alien invasion is coming. Like, the fake alien invasion is what they've been planning. That's what's going to scare everybody into a one-world government. It's always been about a one-world government. And the fake alien invasion, that'll get everybody together. Everybody will volunteer. So we got to, the aliens are going to kill us. We got to all unite. Yeah. So that's been the plan, the fake. And that's what Wernher von Braun said. And on his tombstone, it has a Psalm, whatever, like Psalm 8. I don't know, like the Bible verses, but it's a particular psalm in the Bible that talks about the firmament.
However, let us imagine for a moment that the many problems have been solved and that after completing our space station, we are ready to begin our first voyage around the moon.
The firmament, which is what people believe that, like, there's a dome firmament. We're in an enclosed system. We're in a special place. Why the fuck would he have that on his tombstone?
You look like you're in a studio, maybe in Omaha, Nebraska or something. The shot is so clear. Is this a hoax? Are you really in space still?
Purchase your tracks today.
I don't know. We're going to have to do something for you.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Watch this. Oh yeah, I can do that. Watch this. I can do that. Watch this.
See the hair?
Do you think that we're shooting through space at 1,000,000 miles an hour? No. Does it feel like we're going 1,000,000 miles an hour? And it's not just 1,000,000. According to mainstream astrophysics, we're going... miles an hour we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour on our own axis, and then we're shooting around the sun at 60,000 miles an hour. 60,000 miles, and then the sun is shooting around the center of the Milky Way at 600,000 miles an hour. And the Milky Way galaxy itself is shooting through the universe at 1,000,000. That's what they wrote. People are hypnotized. That's what's going on. There's mass hypnosis going on. People are hypnotized. That's what's going on. There's mass hypnosis going on.
Purchase your tracks today.
People are hypnotized. That's what's going on. There's mass hypnosis going on.
Purchase your tracks today.
They never proved, ever. There's never been any proof that we're moving.
Or do you think there's a glitch in the system?
No, there's a big movement trying to stomp out like flat Earth theory.
Purchase your tracks today.
Any conspiracy theory that is out there, just say like 9/11, right? 9/11, for sure, is an inside job. There's no doubt. If you look into it, it's no doubt. No doubt. That's an inside fucking job if you actually look into it.
Right.
So, people are hypnotized. That's what's going on. There's mass hypnosis going on.
Purchase your tracks today.
We don't have the technology to do that anymore. We destroyed that technology, and it's been a painful process to put it back together. That's word for word. I got that shit memorized.
That's crazy.
We destroyed the technology? We destroyed the technology? Flat Earth, you go Flat Earth, you go to YouTube, you're gonna get nothing but debunking videos.
Right.
Why are they making videos debunking Flat Earth? It's so stupid. Why are there people making videos and spending a lot of time, full-time jobs, debunking what we live on? Why are they doing that? How does Flat Earth have such legs? How does it have legs? It's so dumb.
Right.
How is it just keeps growing and growing? People are waking the fuck up. People are waking the fuck up. People are waking the fuck up. People are waking the fuck up.
Again, I'm not saying that I know everything because I certainly don't. I'm asking you to critically think. I'm asking you to think for yourself. Is the world a sphere? Is it a globe? Do you feel like you're moving on this planet? Because I don't. It seems pretty stationary. When I look at the horizon, it looks flat. In fact, they actually thought the world was flat for thousands of years before they came up with the theory that it was a sphere. So maybe it is flat. Maybe it isn't. Maybe this truly is the Truman Show, and we all live in a dome. Many ancient civilizations thought just that. And not only did these same ancient civilizations sacrifice thousands and millions of children to the gods, it's still being done here in the United States of America, under the authority of secret societies that really rule the world. So we live in this world where the AI is taking over, and I'm just telling you to look into this stuff, folks. I'm not telling you to believe me. I'm not telling you to believe NASA. I'm telling you to critically think. How much in your life of your current reality do you just take for granted? Well, I don't know. I don't understand that math paradigm. I don't understand that blueprint or engineering, so I'm just not going to think about it and even try. There's someone else that understands this kind of thing. It's like the tax code today. It's so complicated that it reaches a certain point where you're like, well, I don't know, hands off. There's professionals that do this kind of thing, right? It's not like the IRS would overcharge me or anything like that.
The Earth is flat.
End of story.
Critical thinking is as good as dead in our society. And as long as the mainstream propaganda machine claims it's real, most of us will buy it, hook, line and sinker. In case you didn't note the sarcasm in my words, I'm really sorry for you, and I hope and I pray that you will wake up from your deep slumber before it's too late. If you are one of the many guys calling me a mentally retarded leg-bit idiot who should quickly kill himself, I'm sorry for disappointing you, but I will do nothing like that. I will go down fighting for the truth, and not like most of you, giving up and defending a giant heap of satanic lies. NASA and all other space agencies lie. Space is fake.
A lie is a lie, and it don't matter how many dumb sheeple believe it. And the truth is the truth, hiding right out in plain sight, and still people don't see it. Man, this shit got me heated, and I won't stop till the elite are being defeated. They keep us deceived about everything that we think, and they keep it a secret. What we're taught is not conducive with reality. Big bang, evolution, and there's gravity. I tell the truth and then these motherfuckers laugh at me, telling me the earth is photoshopped because it has to be. Most people accept the deception happily, but what they're doing to us all is a tragedy. God created the heavens and the earth in a verse, but we're living in a galaxy. They say we're monkeys on a ball flying through outer space, but there's no proof, it seems to have vanished without a trace. NASA and other agencies falling down from graves. You can take that bullshit pseudoscience and get out my face. I'm the antisocial type, you're a government prototype. That's why you make it a point to tell me that I'm crazy every time you're angry, cause you know I'm right. I'm standing outside the house of cards about to watch it fall. No more living on a cartoon ball. Horizon means horizontal. Indoctrination is awful because you're taught the glow bottle. Ever since y'all could crawl, we follow rapists and murderers, liars, thieves and sun worshippers, saying we can't see curvature cause we're all too small. And though it's never been proven, they say we're ripping and shooting. The earth is spinning and moving. Oh no, no, not at all. It's a criminal enterprise where deception intensifies. NASA's got us all living like on a cartoon ball.
Hey man, you ever looking to flat Earth?
This is Houston ACR. That concludes the event.